Day has arrived. I finally got my Smart Brick Star Wars edition. This is Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, and I can't wait to put this together. I have a number of different Lego pieces, a lot built, a bunch not built. I've taken upon myself to add lights to a bunch of my Lego figures because it adds a new ambiance to the whole build. I love putting lights on my Legos. I don't know if you do, but if you've never done it, I highly suggest it. But with this Smart Brick, it's supposed to react how you move and play with your Legos. Now, being an older gentleman, I forgot that kids actually build their Lego and then play with them. I build my Lego and I put them on the shelf somewhere for display. So I'm highly anticipating this. When I first saw this, I was like, what is that? What am I gonna do with that? I don't want bricks to play on my Legos, but I'm a tech nerd and this caught my eye, so here we are. So before we can figure out exactly what the new Smart Brick does, we actually have to build it. So that's what we're gonna do right now, as soon as I open it. It is 436 pieces, I believe. Let's see what this unboxing looks like. It looks like it's going to open up from a hinge. Oh yeah, hold on. Get this thing open. Oh, look at that. And here is the Smart Brick in question. It has some electronics in there. I think there's a speaker in there. It's supposed to be able to, oh, you know what? I thought it had USB-C charging. No, I think there's a charger in here somewhere. Might be this box. There it is. Oh yeah. This is what you use to charge it, and it doesn't come with a cable, or it does? Oh, it does come with, according to the box, comes with a cable. Here's that cable. Of course it's yellow. What other color would it be? So we'll go ahead and plug this in the back of this and get this thing charged up while we get the rest of these bags out. All right, let's see how many bags we have in total. Then we have the book here. All right, 3, 4, 5. It looks like we have 5 bags in total. We have a book here for instructions. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice, I like this. I want this as gift wrapping paper. This is dope. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing open. Oh, wow. This is a one and done situation. You know what? We're just gonna cut right here where there's nothing at. Let's see, we have a Smart Play guide, which we'll take a look at later. We have the 2 pieces that are not the TIE Fighter, and we'll do that later. And here's bag 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's make a nice space and get to building. Here are the instructions. I already did this. Step 1's done. And step 2, 3, and 4, I actually put it so you can actually see it. That is the brick. The light is on, blinking means it's charging, and it's connected to that power supply. So let's see how long it takes to charge this. Maybe it's done. I don't know. I should probably see in the instructions when it's done, but all these steps are finished. Oh, when the light is off, that means it's charged, I'm guessing. Charging, done charging. Looks like it's done charging. Maybe it came pre-charged. All right, something to prop this up. There we go. Oh, wow. In case you didn't know how to take Legos off with the Lego remover tool, it shows you how to. And I love that it's aqua. I have a bunch of orange ones. Aqua is a nice change of pace. All right, let's go ahead and get started. This is bag 1. Bag 1 is complete, and it's been a while since I made Legos, so putting this together was really fun. I like to see the progress, the things that you don't see once it's done. All these pieces are gonna be covered up, but I like how much red is in this build already. So without further ado, let's get into bag 2. If I can figure out how to open it. Bag 2 is complete. We got the hatch on the front of the ship there, nice and ready to go. We got some paneling here. Got this nice dome piece, which there's a lot of red pieces in here that you'll never see unless you build it yourself. And I like the way this is looking so far. And also, This is real sturdy, and it reminds me that, yeah, kids do play with these, so they need to make sure they don't fall apart when they're flying around the house. But I got excited and already opened bag 3, so let's jump into bag 3. Bag 3 is complete, and yeah, it's starting to look like a damn ship now. Look at these side panels. I love that these are so intricate, and I had no idea they were gonna connect right there. That's ingenious. I like that a lot. I feel like, nope, it's locked into place. You can't really move it. Oh, I am actually shocked at how awesome this looks. Also, I'm glad this is already stickered because I didn't want to put any stickers on, but let's move on to bag 4. Darth Vader's TIE Fighter is now complete, and I gotta say, this build was super fun. We're not done with the building yet, we'll build that next, but I just wanted to show this in all its glory. Look how awesome this looks. And then, of course, we got Darth Vader in the middle there. But yeah, this came out nicely and it feels sturdy. I already broke one of the wings off and it went back on no problems. I feel like this is a nice set to fly around, to actually maneuver around your room and have it not fall apart. I'm actually shocked. I never had a Lego build be so sturdy. All right, on to the final bag, bag 5. It has its own instruction manual. So let's go ahead, get this thing open. All right, let's get started. And with that, the side pieces are all complete. This one comes with a cannon that spins, which I was not expecting that. I shot one of these and already lost one, so I won't be shooting that again anytime soon. And then you have this, I don't know what this, like a fuel pump rod can, like what is this? I don't know, but it looks cool. Let's see what all of this looks like when you introduce not only the TIE Fighter, but the Smart Brick. That's what we're all here for, right? All right, let's see what this looks like. So this right here is a Smart Brick. Got to shake it to make sure it works. And then there is a place inside the ship that you can put it. Once you put it down, it makes noises. Now let's see what happens when we turn it upside down. It makes a crashing noise. Another cool thing, if you take your little gas, actually, let me move this down. So if you take the little gas pump in here and you put it between, there's those sensors on the brick that can detect color. You hear that? It's refilling. We gassed up our ship. Now we're gonna take this little tiny green hammer and do some work. Yep, now we can shoot the gun. There's a little lever back here. And the way that it works is, if you can see, as I lift up on this, it intercepts the, I guess there's a light sensor. This thing is really loud. I guess there's a light sensor on the brick itself, so once it sees this different color, it makes a noise. And because it's on the ship, the blue makes a specific color and the green makes a specific color. Now, let's see what happens if we put yellow in there. Nothing happens, nothing happens. All right, now let's go ahead and put Darth Vader in the cockpit, and then you can hear the other sounds that this brick makes. You can kind of hear him breathing. So the cool thing is, when you first put him in, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but yeah, that is pretty much everything that the brick can do. All right, one last test. Let's see what it sounds like. As you can see on the back, on the back of Darth Vader, you have a little symbol there. That means he is Smart Brick enabled. So let's see what sound it makes when you I don't know what he said. And there you have it. That is everything that you can do with this version of the Smart Brick Lego set. Now, if I was a kid, this would have been amazing. If this would have came out in the 80s, this would have been awesome before I got my Game Boy, because unfortunately this Smart Brick doesn't do enough cool stuff for me to justify buying any more Smart Brick systems. I like the sounds, they're cool. I like when you are flying the plane. Like, it's a nice gimmick, it's a nice trick. But overall, kids these days have way too much technology. This thing is not gonna hold a candle in regards to like their iPad or their iPhone. Now, the cool thing is, it's still Lego. You're still building Lego, and the act of building all of these different pieces was a pure joy. That was fun, I really enjoyed that. But the Smart Brick itself, would I recommend any parent out there going out and purchasing a Smart Brick enabled set over a regular Lego set for their kids? I would say maybe just buy one so you can see what it does. But after today, I don't know if I'm ever going to charge this brick up again, unless Lego releases something that is far better than the movement and the different sounds that it makes. The one thing I will say is kind of a downside of the Smart Brick is the speaker on it is not that good. It's pretty tingy. You don't really know what they're saying. Some of the sounds kind of are muffled and they sound like other sounds. And I don't know how to turn it off. I guess it just turns off by itself. Again, I like the idea of Lego implementing technology, different technology into their Lego sets, but I would have been far more impressed, far more happier with a light kit for the Lego set. Now, if Lego officially started putting out their own Lego light kits that integrated a lot better than the ones that you can get off of Amazon, that would be amazing. That is what I would have wanted, instead of jumping straight to a brick that it has a gyroscope and a speaker and a light sensor. You can tell if you are trying to pump your airplane or you're trying to fix it. But other than that, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think the Smart Brick is the next iteration of Lego, or is this a nice gimmick that's probably gonna fade away in a few years? Other than that, I appreciate you for watching. Thank you for watching. I don't have my lightsaber on me, otherwise I would have get it out. Hold on. With that, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and who knows what I'm gonna get into next week. I do have a ton of Lego that I need to build, and after building this, I think I got that itch again, so builds incoming. I'll see you in the next one.